Can you tell me what happened down at the dog park? Did you talk to the lady down at the dog park?
I didn't mean to intrude on her, but I was just letting her know my presence.
Okay, what'd you tell her? Did you tell her you were a police reserve?
No, I told her I was reserve sheriff, and this is
A reserve sheriff? Okay. Are you actually a police officer or a reserve?
Man gets caught pretending to be a cop at a park by the channel Code Blue Cam.
In December 2023, police responded to a report of a suspicious individual at a dog park in West Salem, Wisconsin. A 28-year-old man allegedly approached a woman, presenting himself as a La Crosse County Sheriff's Reserve deputy. Around that time, the man had also placed a call to the non-emergency dispatch number.
Dispatch Center, Don.
Hi, Don. This is Reserve with La Crosse PD. Got John Siegel. I got one sheriff and at least two PD numbers from West Salem. Confronting and are waiting to discuss matters.
What is your name?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and talk to the officers that you're out with, okay?
La Crosse.
Thank you.
Prior to speaking with the male who was recognized from previous contacts, the officer spoke with the caller. According to the caller, the man approached her, claiming to be searching for a missing woman in the woods. The caller mentioned that when she requested law enforcement credentials, the man failed to provide any. Additionally, he had no law enforcement insignia or markings, which made her uncomfortable, and she subsequently contacted the non-emergency dispatch number.
Tell me what happened at the park today.
I was taking my dogs out for a walk down on the point. I was taking some pictures, and also I turned around and there's this gentleman that had walked upon me, and usually I'm pretty aware of my surroundings and paying attention, especially since I was the only one down there. Anyways, he approached me and he was talking to me, but I didn't know what he was saying. And I asked him if he could clarify what he was saying, because now that I look back at it, I think he had a cognitive disability.
Okay.
But he was slurring his words and saying that he was a police. I heard him say police officer, and I said, "You're a police officer? I can't understand what you're saying." I said, "You need to speak clearly, and what is your name, sir? I want to see your badge." Well, then he started backing off and he goes, "I'm looking for a missing lady, and she's went missing this afternoon," and was talking about that. And I said, "You are not a police officer." And he goes, "Well, I'm with the reserves. I'm with the La Crosse County Reserves." And I was like, this is a little concerning to me. Something's not right here. And so I said, "I'm going to call the La Crosse police." He was saying the same name each time, but he had such a slur to his words that I could not understand it. But I did understand when he said, "I'm a police officer," and then he changed it to, "I'm a La Crosse County Reserve." And I said, "Well, you would have a badge if you're identifying yourself as a La Crosse County Reserve." He did
Presumably,
not, of
yes.
course, have any of that. I just didn't like that he approached me, and especially he waited all that time all by myself. I felt like maybe he was watching me from one of the houses or something. That's what I kind of thought, because I have two teenage daughters, and I thought, if they're walking down here, what is this guy doing?
Yep, we're in contact with him right now.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yep,
And once I got on the phone and I was really looking him over, I could see that whatever headset he had on was fake. I could see probably there's a cognitive disability here. It was still disconcerting because I just did not like the way that he had approached me in such a small area. He's not a reserve officer, is he?
No, he has no legitimate claim to a badge. Okay.
No charges. I just want to make sure that he was talked to and understand that that's not okay.
He said he's out here looking for people because the government secretary told him that, and he works for John Siegel.
Okay.
And that's why he's out here. He's a reserve. He collects soda cans and turns them into the sheriff's office. He takes them down to Vine Street and turns them off in the office. That's all.
That's interesting.
Somebody over by the dog park?
He's got a picture of a pickup that he said their right tire spun in the sand back there.
Okay.
And he took a picture of their license plate and the sand. And that's why he called, because they spun their right tire.
All right. Okay.
It didn't really look like much in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to try to talk to him, see what he has to say first, but we're going to take him.
Follow your lead, boys.
He's on the phone with his mom, I think.
Oh, he's on the phone, Mom?
I think other than that, just told me he works for John Siegel and works for whatever Whitehall PD, and he's a
Reserve police officer over here on the phone with Mom. Can't help noticing he doesn't appear to be in anything resembling a cop uniform with this bold yellow contraption. I'm not really buying police officer over here. Let's see what his backstory looks like.
He has a gun that La Crosse PD keeps in the evidence room.
Ranger office.
And yeah,
How he is.
I'm a junior college, and I have multiple criminal files.
but he told you that he works for John Siegel.
When the officer asked the man what happened, he gave an incomprehensible monologue which made absolutely no sense.
Can you take off the phone? Can you tell me what happened down at the dog park?
I went down to the check because of the GS came in the door, and they said, regardless, I'll vacuum, clean out the vacuum. I'm going to ice you, just come to the door and you don't know why, just show yourself and try to figure out why. And I did a Secret Service use-safe walk around and checked the neighborhood.
Okay.
So then decided to walk back down here and check if they were dragged out. There's a V-shaped pattern.
Okay.
Near the property line of where I live, at least 2 of them were.
Okay.
And I also there's multiple footprints spreading out on the ground.
Okay. Did you talk to the lady down at the dog park?
I didn't mean to intrude on her, but I was just letting her know my presence.
Okay, what'd you tell her?
About a possible missing GS, so I activated the sheriff's department prior to leaving home law, I guess.
Okay. Did you tell her you were a police reserve?
No, I told her it was reserve sheriff, and this is
Reserve sheriff? Okay.
Under Troy.
Okay.
So my witness pick now working for Johnson's 26 and unofficial swearing in 2014.
An unofficial swearing in. That sounds credible.
Are you actually a police officer or a reserve?
Independence in one at one point, and I don't know if
Okay.
it's still on active.
But you're not though, right?
I'm not going to discuss out of area status, but I also was in Trimble County Sheriff. There was a 2015 call up at Garland House.
Okay. Regardless of that, arrest for impersonating a police officer, okay? So you put your hand behind your back.
I didn't even do that.
Any identification that will prove that you are an Independence or Whitehall police officer or reserve officer? If you have it, you at this time are required lawfully to present it to me.
I'm bad 626 Texas GPS 5 Unit.
Okay, I'm gonna take it as a no.
Yep.
60895.
You're not in this district. Is that why you're arguing?
Not arguing. We're just telling you what's what.
Sounds like a
I'm
bad
gonna fix that. Good.
Yep.
Double launch.
Yep.
one with the sheriff.
No, back to my squad.
Worked for John since 2016.
Uh-huh.
Since 2012, bringing since 2012 we pulled up in West Salem.
Then right in front of here? Nope, facing the squad here. You have anything on you other than your phone?
I have 2 flashlights, a Bell and Hall flashlight, some paper that I picked up from collecting trash.
Just some paper and your phone and some flashlights
Yep,
in?
yep.
I'm gonna put everything on top of the hood here, alright?
I even know that was probably an investigation of it.
What's the cardboard for?
I picked up trash, but
What'd you tell the sheriff's department?
I was going to pick up that paper a little while, I guess. It was listed as referred as a medical weapon or
The cardboard was a medical weapon?
some medical individuals who were 2016 could be carried that way.
Spread your feet for me.
Just safety plan. Come to your job at Amazon.
I got so many flashlights.
Just in case you're back
We're gonna come to the passenger side of my squad here, okay? That's your hood?
I thought it was civilian discharge from the service. Like I read this.
Okay.
Okay.
Which windshield records say.
Hang that here.
You verified that he identified himself to you as
All sorts
a reserve.
of PDs. He's a
who was
Minnesota
employed.
constable. He told me he was sworn under oath.
We're
as a
just gonna
Minnesota
go with
reserve.
La Crosse County stuff. So he told you that he was working under John Siegel
John
as a
Siegel.
reserve for
Yep.
your
Told me that
La
his
Crosse
badge
agency.
name. He said he has a badge name. That's I think
Badge
it's
name?
Troy Siegel, and he's got a picture in Siegel's office, and his gun's kept at La Crosse PD. And, yeah, he went into pretty detailed story.
No, you don't need to do a report. We got enough.
Okay.
We're gonna give her. She's gonna do a statement for us. So
Okay.
we'll get her one later. Thanks, man.
I'll tell you right here. He's grabbing your stuff. We're gonna go in here. Have a seat right here for me.
I did have Department of Faith. Department of Faith.
Have a seat.
First grade. Need a seat.
Thank you.
In the end, the 28-year-old male was charged with misdemeanor impersonating a peace officer. As per the report, the police department has also been working with La Crosse County Human Services regarding the male individual who has been involved in more than 60 calls for service over the last 4 months.
Sounds pretty plausible.
Lastly, his cash bond was set at $300.
Well, my friend, that brings us to the end of that exciting episode of a man who's pretending to be a police officer, sheriff's officer, working for the feds, and I think everything else under the sun. Apparently involved in multiple service calls over the last several months of his experience. Major surprise there. So yeah, not all's looking great. So hopefully we can bring some help or at least some relief to the people at large, because he seems to be somewhat of a terror on the community. Wow, what a thing to watch. But that was exciting, my friends. Until later, I've been on Civil Law for Attorneys React. I hope you all have a great one. Stay safe out there. Until later, my friends. Goodbye.
Big verdict.